Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sandile and today I wanted to talk to you guys about protective styling. Currently I have Havana twists in my hair which I installed myself. I did these about 5 days ago and they were pretty easy to install. I watched several YouTube videos which I will leave all the links to down at the bottom of this in the information bar to all the videos that I watched which I found very helpful. And yeah, like I said, they were pretty easy to install. It took me about 7 hours, but that included food breaks and watching TV as well. The hair that I used is called Soft and Silky Afro Natural, which is the Afro Natural twist braid, and the color that I used is number 2. So that's the hair there. And in the pack, the hair comes like this. Kind of looks like individual dreads. But yeah, so for each single braid that I have, I used 2 strands of these. Now obviously if you wanted it thinner, you'd use just the one, and if you wanted it thicker, I'd say grab at least about 4. That'll give you a pretty full look. I might try that next time actually, but I think for that you would need a couple more packs. For these ones I bought 4 packs and I ended up going through 3 and a bit, so this is sort of, I'd say this is about 3/4 of the pack left. So the packs are pretty generous, if I should say, which is very helpful because then you end up buying less packets of hair. They are pretty generous. Now when you're looking at it, when I was doing my own hair, I was worried that I wouldn't have enough hair, but it's surprising. It looks few, but it's actually, you can get through a large space on your head with just 1 pack. So yeah, that's the hair. And again, like I said, I used the color number 2, which is the closest color to my natural hair. Now the great thing with these braids is it's very simple. Like any other braids, whether it's box braids or Senegalese twists, it's very easy to moisturize your hair. What I use myself is I have 3 different options of ways to moisturize my hair that I love. One is just daily, just spraying it with water. Just pure water, nothing added to it, in a little spritz bottle. Just spray that all over my hair just so it absorbs that moisture that is much needed, especially when it's pretty dry outside and it's hot. I like to spray that. In fact, sometimes when it's really, I know it's weird to say this, but sometimes in England it can get kind of hot, but I would spray just water in the morning and in the evening before I go to sleep, just so it's not too dry, because as soon as you go out, the heat from the sun just dries it up. So I just want to make sure that it's extra moisturized. And another thing as well, I like to mix water and my favorite oils. Usually I'd put in about 2 or 3 oils into the water, whether it's castor oil, olive oil, argan oil. Sometimes I use coconut oil, but the trouble with the coconut oil is if you're in a rush, sometimes you have to warm up the bottle a little bit. So if you just run it under hot water for it to melt, for the coconut oil to melt a bit, because it can solidify. It does solidify actually. So just to sort of loosen it up, and then shake up the bottle and just spray that around my hair. Or I use the Icy Fantasia braid spray, which I absolutely love, and it's got a great sweet smell to it. Kind of makes your hair smell fruity. But yeah, so that's one of the things that I absolutely love about these braids and any other kind of braids as well when it comes to moisturizing. Now with protective styling, braids cannot always be the best thing that I've learned. There's one thing that I'd say that you have to be absolutely careful about that I've learned, unfortunately, the hard way, is your edges. Now, my edges right now, they're not too bad, but they could get bad. So the main thing that I definitely suggest is, if whether you're doing it yourself or you're getting somebody else to do it, make sure that the edges and around your nape are not too tight. Now, for my graduation, I had these Ghana braids. There were cornrows going down, and around here, it's mainly here, they were so tight. Like my hair fell out kind of tight. True story. So I've been nursing my edges, my entire hairline with castor oil. I'm just trying to make sure, and it seems to be working very well because I didn't lose too much hair, but there was places here where hair did come out because it was so tight. And I remember with those braids, like, the pain lasted at least a week and a half. Usually it's like 3 days and it's fine. But this was, and I remember putting on my graduation cap. That was painful. So you can tell, like, that was not good at all. So I've told myself no more with those ones. Never again. I had them in before. The lady had done them tight, but it wasn't too tight. But this time, the lady that had done it for me was so tight. And like, even now, I remember that pain. When you have to take paracetamol, you know it's bad. When you have to start popping pills just because of the hairstyle, it's not good. So yeah, so just that's my one advice. Be careful of your edges, because even with these ones, you might say, yeah, they're loose, but how you tie them, be careful not to tie them too tight. For instance, right now I have just tied it up here, but I've made sure that it's not too tight here. So I've loosened them up. I've made the tie itself tight, but around the edges, it's not loose at all, which is the main thing. So yeah, that's my advice on protective styling. Maintain those edges and your nape. Don't make it too tight, and moisture, 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 moisture. So yeah, I hope this video has been helpful. If you want me to make a video on how I did the actual installation of my hair, I'd be happy to show you that. Just let me know in the comments below and I will make a video on that one. Thank you very much for watching and hope you have a good day. God bless. Bye.